Thursdays is yeah.
That concludes. But when we have Thanksgiving. Well, we don't have to. Online. Let's see. Everybody's microphone, a little red light now. Let me know. Oh, okay, very good. All right, I'm gonna call this meeting to order. This is the Trumansburg Planning Board, and it's our regular monthly meeting. This time we, at our last meeting, we moved the meeting a week ahead, as you remember. And that was because our regular meeting happened to come exactly on Thanksgiving. So that's why we're meeting tonight. We have two matters before us in addition to the regular things that we'll run through. But let me start off by asking everyone to introduce themselves as our roll call.
Mark Devokidis, planning board member.
Sarah.
Rick Geiger, chair of the planning board.
Jessica Giles, village clerk treasurer.
Michelle Matrani, planning board member.
All right, thank you. We have minutes that were circulated this week. Has everybody had a chance to look at those?
Yes.
I wasn't there, so. Not gonna
All
really
right.
abstain from approving that. Because
Oh, shoot. Hey.
Oh, is that wrong?
Yes.
Oh.
Glad
you said you were there. I guess I did look at them carefully enough.
Yeah.
We just thought you were there. It's okay.
Okay.
It figures that you get this. You know. All right, so that will be an amendment to the minutes, okay?
Oh, that's great.
Are there any further additions or corrections? All right, is there a motion to approve the minutes as amended?
I'll approve.
And a second?
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, the minutes are approved. We can move on to the substance. The first matter before us is the public hearing on the application of 1 West Main Street.
Yes.
Yeah, right. We'll distinguish that from the one that seems to have been before us continuously for the last 7 or 8 months, which was 1 East Main Street, but this is 1 West, almost right across the street. We discussed that. We heard from the applicant last time and asked the applicant to supplement their application with some specifications for the doorway, the door that is intended to be installed there. And they supplied that, and they supplied it in ample time for it to be available for the public to review that. So now I'd like to request a motion to open the public hearing on this site plan review application. Is there a second?
I can second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, so the public hearing's officially open. We typically ask the applicant if you'd like to add anything to what you told us about last time or what you.
I don't think I do. I think we've as far as necessary specifics you're looking for with that project. And if you had any other questions for us, we're happy to field those. We're here.
Great.
We'll go
Okay,
this time.
okay, that's
I was
fine.
teaching, I was already teaching in Utica last time, so
Sure.
apologize.
Oh, no problem. So, yeah, when we get to the discussion part of things, if we've got any questions, we'll cover those at that time. We did get 1 written submission, and where it was basically someone saying, that they liked the idea of the doorway, and asking about, whether there were plans to put in a ramp, an ADA compliant ramp in connection with that doorway. I mean, I've looked at that just from the roadway and I can see that that's more involved than it sounds like, because there's a fairly good sized curb that's actually a part of, I think, a part of the sidewalk itself. But in any event, have you given any thought to that?
No, that door probably wouldn't lend itself for a great ADA accessibility. Mainly because that alcove sits right on the edge of the brew system, so you'd be coming into a weird part of the dining area. That's more gonna be like an access for our brewing facility stuff.
Okay.
And then the other two doors don't really afford us the ability to put ramps in because they're large curves also.
Yeah, yeah.
We addressed the ADA needs of the building with a ramp at the movable ramp with the entrance next to the alcove. We do have
Exactly.
a system that we use for that, which has worked really well over the years. Have been used with it. The other problem with putting a ramp at that particular location, the required slope of that was put that ramp.
In the middle of the sidewalk.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. Okay, I mean, I did talk to Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey is the new code enforcement officer. He couldn't be here this evening. He had a conflict, but I did talk to him about that, and he said there's no requirement that it be there, you know, so that, you know, it's a suggestion that, you know, came in from the public, and it, you know, I think the answer you gave, you know, adequately addresses that. So any further public comment?
No, there's one online and nothing.
Okay, no one online, so I guess we can have a motion to close the public hearing then.
I'll move. Just one second.
I'll second.
Thank you. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so the public hearing is now closed, and we can move on to the actual consideration of this, which is our typical practice for this kind of a fairly simple site plan application. So I'll just point out that a couple of preliminary things that you might have thought of, because we've looked at these things before. There's a requirement that we refer matters under section 239 of the general municipal code, that if there's anything that's constructed of a commercial nature that's within 500 feet of a state highway, which this clearly is, then we have to refer it to various other agencies, including like county planning, for example. But there is an agreement, between an intermunicipal agreement between Trumansburg and the relevant people that says that if there's no change in the footprint of a commercial building, that referral doesn't need to be. Doesn't need to. So that's the way that we're not having to refer that to some other agencies for their review. The other thing is that for the environmental review, the seeker review, this is pretty clearly a type 2 action under one provision of the seeker regulations. And it has to do with basically not doing anything different, just changing a little bit. That's it. Sort of glib way of explaining it, but for this kind of an action, it's clearly a type 2 action. So we won't have any further environmental review because there's no way this is going to have any kind of significant effect on the environment. So those two preliminary things are sort of out of the way, and we can just discuss what we want to do with this. So questions for the applicant or anything like that?
Seems pretty straightforward.
It does.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I missed any design considerations that we talked about.
No, basically what we talked about last time was that we didn't really have the exact specifications for the door. We had a sort of a rendering of it. And so we asked for that. That's what they supplied. So.
It'll be nice, more light, right? 'Cause it's bigger door, yeah.
More light and, you know, sort of looking at it.
Better ability to make beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. See.
All right, so we can take a motion then to approve this site plan application.
I will move to approve the site plan application.
I'll second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Okay. All right, your plan is approved.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Actually, that test much.
All right, will you be starting right away or?
Well, we'll see. Like the temperature's gonna dictate, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll be in communication with Mike on that.
Okay, yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, just follow up with him.
Cool, yeah, so
Great.
good.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Good
folks.
night. See ya.
All right, so now we have a subdivision application. Applicant is here, I assume, and yes.
Yes.
Okay. And so we have the application in front of us. Mike and I have gone over it. With one exception, it has everything we need to sort of move forward. The only exception is that we need the short form environmental assessment form. But if that can be supplied in a reasonable time, like.
I actually have it.
Oh,
tonight.
all right,
So
fantastic.
I appreciate it, Mike was very helpful, I stopped in this week
Uh-huh.
and he was very helpful, and so by the way, this hearing is this Thursday, I can see if I can put it on the calendar. Didn't expect that when I wanted to stop in, but since it was, I took a couple minutes and I filled out the environmental form,
Oh, great.
made 5 copies of it. And also I made a better copy of the survey that has some red markings that kind of delineates what we're proposing to subdivide with some dimensions. I've talked to a surveyor and they're going to review it at some point in a formal way once we're ready for that, if that's
Sure.
all approved.
Sure.
Also, Mike reminded me that I didn't pay the fee.
Good for
you.
him.
Good job.
I don't know if that's, we take that now.
Okay.
Okay. So okay, if I.
Oh, please, yes, absolutely.
Well, you know,
I'm gonna get used to this treatment.
Two things.
Boy, that red is very helpful, you know, I really like that red.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. That's nice.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Looking at my phone.
So we have that takes care of the first thing that I wanted to raise. Because what we do basically at this meeting now is it's, sort of a sketch plan review, and we get an idea of what you're gonna do. We determine whether the application is complete or not. And I think with the addition of the EAF, I've talked to Mike, but and we agreed that the application is complete once the EAF was supplied. So that step is all good. Now the only thing to do is, in addition, is we have to classify the subdivision request as either minor, major. The vast majority of subdivision applications that we look at are minor subdivisions, and yours falls in that category very clearly. There's some, specific questions that are asked in the regulations, and if we answer no to all of those questions, then it becomes a minor subdivision. And I don't know if any of you have looked at those today, but this clearly is a minor subdivision. There's none of them that's even close to a yes answer. So we can make that determination. We can also make the determination that the application is complete. And we'll do that by a motion in it. And then what we'll do is we'll schedule it for a public hearing. And our next meeting is on December 18th. We bumped it up. We put you on the agenda tonight because on a minor subdivision, we try to just move it along so that, it doesn't end up taking 2 months instead of, 1. So that was not an issue at all. It just, falls right into our normal practices. So are there questions for Mr. Benton? Houghton?
So it's the house faces Prospect Street, is that?
Yes, no, it faces Seneca
It's got a
Road.
big set.
Faces.
Yeah,
And just for some context.
yeah, I was gonna ask.
So we bought this, property in May, and we moved in, May, why, because my daughter and son-in-law live next door. And, the plan is for our other daughter and son-in-law, so that we, all three of our grandkids will live in that little,
Oh, nice.
little spot. So the plan would be to put up a modular home, the southernmost area where it's marked in red on the map. And so it'll be facing, out towards Seneca Road. We would actually, would just use the shared driveway that's there now, we would extend it. But obviously there has to be access to the road that will be part of the flag lot that we can take from.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's gonna ask, yeah, okay.
So if we were to sell it to a third party, something like that road, there is sufficient frontage and access to the road that's required.
Yes. Yeah, great, great. Well, that sounds like a nice little community. Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a village. You know?
A village within a village.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good. Well, that answered my question. I was just gonna ask what your plans were. Anything else? Okay, well, I think we need to make a determination on application completeness and minor subdivision, and I think I'll move that we have find that the application is complete and that this qualifies as a minor subdivision. Is there a second? Any further discussion? All in favor?
Right.
Aye. Opposed? No, okay. So we'll put you on the agenda for a public hearing. We'll do a public hearing and a discussion and possible decision for our December meeting on the 18th. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or need any additional guidance, Mike Bailey is the guy to go to. Okay.
It's been very helpful so far.
Yeah, yeah, he's new and enthusiastic, and you know, that's always nice. Yeah, exactly.
Did you
I
submit
know.
digital copies of this tonight, of the red lines
No.
or the FA?
Yeah,
I think it's fine to scan this. I could give him the scan for copy, but we can scan it for the digital.
Yeah, it's just a sketch anyway.
Yeah, right.
You'll have a survey by the next, you know.
I don't know about having a survey by the next time. If
Oh.
we require that, I have talked to TG Miller, this would be the survey. About property.
Right, right. Yeah, it would be good to have that, just because that's what, you know, that's what will go to the assessor's office, and that's, you know, what we're actually approving. So, yeah, that would be necessary for us to do what we need to do at our next meeting.
I will get in touch with them tomorrow.
Great. Very good.
I was just looking quickly over that, curious if you thought about the water plan. How that was gonna work, if you just given any thought, or if it's still too early to even think about
The
that.
water plant?
Yeah, the what plan for getting water to that house.
Yeah, I mean, I think. You have this whole water in our house.
Okay, so they
It could be connected, there will be a sewer that, we've been talking to Farina Homes. And they put in sewer as part of their. Process, but we will expect them. Simple one, like.
I would too.
Wasn't sure what the dub well was.
That was there, but it was
It's just
there
a, just that
for a
old
long time, it was
artifact.
1816 farmhouse.
See, yeah, that's Trumansburg, man. There's, you know, a lot of old wells.
We don't use it for anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much.
And to the time,
And if you have any issues with getting that survey or anything, just let Mike know.
we'll do it.
try to work with you.
It's a quiet time for real estate right now, so hopefully we'll be able to,
Yeah. Yeah, they'll just need to know exactly where the lines are gonna be. Yeah, that's the whole point of it. So. All right, well, thank you very much, and we'll now
Thanksgiving.
move on with
you.
the rest of our meeting, which you're welcome to stay for.
It's gonna be,
It's very scintillating.
Scintillating with. Thank
It's
you.
been a while since I actually to zoning or board of going field or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm one area of law now.
Right.
Yeah.
it's time to join the club with, you know, the
Right.
vast majority of the village.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Take
you're
care.
not-
Yeah, Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Right,
You're the proud planning board attending.
yeah, wow.
It's a cool club.
Yeah.
So that must be the Mescal's old place that his daughter
Oh, yeah.
So,
You're right.
got
Yeah,
the former sheriff and.
right.
Oh, the
And the
current
Ilam, yeah,
DA.
and the former mayor. Oh, yeah.
And
I was
the
just gonna say,
former
you
mayor?
know that he's the
Really?
DA,
What a-
right? Okay.
What a little
Yeah.
cluster.
Yeah.
Civics.
Yeah, he knew about my almost getting, being on the jury. He's like, oh, you didn't get on the jury. yesterday." I was like,
It's enough.
yeah.
All right. So we do, is there older,
It doesn't matter, just postpone, because I'm gonna publish tomorrow.
yeah, I
I'm
would
gonna
go,
submit. and
go ahead and
publish.
publish it with this and, then, if we don't have a survey, we'll just do it at the next meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do need that. I mean, that's, you. The county clerk, I don't think will take it unless,
Yeah.
that's, yeah. And I have to sign that we've approved it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any new or old business? Okay. So we can have a motion to adjourn. I'll move to adjourn.
There you go.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hey.